Hello everyone. I'm on a roll today, creating very good videos, again, if I may say so myself. I think these for a lot of people are of great value, and like you can actually take away a lot of stuff, and that's again the same for this one today. We're going to do a small live workshop on how you can collect and condense certain information within your business and start improving certain parts within your business. Before we dive in, again, if you don't know who I am or who we are as a company, my name is Sven. I'm the co-founder here at Blinked, and yeah, we essentially help custom software development companies to make more money, because for a lot of people that's the end goal, and we do that by ensuring your go-to-market strategy actually aligns with your market and with the people that you are selling for, setting up lead gen and acquisition systems, assisting on the sales side, designing and implementing a new sales process that fits with doing cold outbound, scaling, recruiting sales teams, CEO one-on-one strategies, everything like A to Z strategy to make sure that your business gets healthier, grows quicker, and makes you more money. All right, that's the intro on us. And something that I very often see and hear from speaking to up until now, I think it's probably well over 250 CEOs, owners, founders of software development companies, is that everyone has the feeling, and not only the feeling, but it's actually true, that they are a commodity within their market. What I mean by that is that they look exactly the same as the 2 million other companies that do software development. You are positioned in the same way. We are a software development company. You offer the same services, all to the same markets. You don't have your positioning dialed in, essentially. And that is something that, I don't know if it sounds familiar for you, but what a lot of companies are going through. And I want to throw in a question here, and I want you to have a think on how often you felt like you are competing on price, need to give discounts to win deals from competitors, even have to compete with like the shitty overseas dev shops. Definitely there are good shops out there as well, but I think we all know the trend of the shitty dev shops overseas, and they do it cheaper than you do. Your sales cycle could have probably been reduced by I don't know how much if your positioning and overall product was dialed in on a specific market that you're reaching out to. And there is countless of other things that you probably think of right now and are frustrated with that you can solve by going through the remainder of this video. So it's time to fix this and start making more money and start getting a better business. And after you have finished this video, because this closely ties together with another video that I created, which is this one. I'll scroll through it, so you could pause it if you don't want to go through the actual video itself, but I recommend you do so. Based on all of the information that we collect within this framework and within this process, we are going to condense that information down. And that's what I wanted to do a live workshop on, because I think it's good to show, lead by example and actually show how we do stuff, instead of just giving you the framework. So doing it this way, you can actually understand the context behind it, because if you understand that, then you are probably becoming better at implementing this yourself. So we have case study 1, and I went with a corporate example here. So name of the client is Netflix, industry, online entertainment, director of tech, who's using the final product, end users. What are the insights regarding the sales process? 12-month plus sales cycle, needed to go through multiple layers of the hierarchy, long implementation process, and demanding client, which is something that probably sounds very familiar if you have ever worked with corporate clients. Ticket size was very big, 1.2 million euro project. Profit margin on the project itself was 12%, because usually you need to do a lot of extra work for these clients. They are very demanding, and you need to go above and beyond, and you want to go above and beyond because they are such a big name. What was the problem they faced? There wasn't an actual problem within the business, but they wanted, and this is all an example by the way, a community app for people who watch Stranger Things. So the solution that has been created is a mobile app, because that is all the solution is. And I'm coming back to that later on after I reviewed the second case. Result of the solution, they got a functionable app, and you developed that, but you don't have any responsibility for pushing that to the market or to get users on it. The only thing that you did was build that app for them. Did you like working on a project? Around a 6.5/7. Partnership was okay. It's a good name to leverage on your website, but overall, things could have been better. All right, have a think. Do you think that this is a solid case study to have within your business, and do you think that this could be your ideal client? I'm not saying yes or no here, but just judge that for yourself. The second case is XYZ company within the logistics industry. So industry logistics, point of contact, CEO. CEO also signed the contract, and you were also in like commercial processes with the senior operations manager. Who's using the final product? The project managers within the business. And the insights from the sales process were it is a medium-sized business, 3-month sales cycle, needed to go through multiple layers of the hierarchy again, so senior ops, COO, and a long implementation process. So actually, like people, and what I meant with this is that it took a while for people to actually adapt the project within the business. So ticket size, 85K, so much smaller than the Netflix one. Roughly 20% profit margin because the client was a little less demanding. They trust you more. They don't want to influence everything that you do because, a company as big as Netflix usually wants to do everything their way, and you need to adapt to their standards. Problem they faced, inefficient process to track and report internal project data, poor reporting to customers, and loads of manual work. And this, you should all find this out in this way, like actually this detailed, and then dive deeper during your discovery and okay, what does this lead to? What is poor reporting to customers leading to? How much manual work is it costing you so that you can improve your sales process overall? But that's not the subject of this video. What are the solutions that have been created? A web app to collect project data in a centralized way. And the result of the solution was approximately a 12% increase in Net Promoter Score and a 47% decrease in manual data collecting. Did you like working on the project? It is an A. So again, a little better than Netflix, not perfect, but it was a solid project to work on. All right, which of these two would you, and of course everyone has their own preference and a certain way to view this, but which one of these two would have your preference to work on? Answer that for yourself, and then I'm going to give my breakdown of this. First of all, 3-month sales process, 12-month sales process. That means that you can do 4 of these within the time that you can do 1 of these. That is an answer on its own. And that is something like if you watch this video, this is why we collect information in this way, because we can spot stuff like this. Your margin is 8% higher, and it could be like, okay, we've worked with the corporate, we want to pursue corporate businesses, but have you collected enough data to actually make an informed decision on, okay, for the overall health of the business, is this the best decision to make, or do I just want to pursue this market because it sounds nice and we can leverage big names and big case studies and whatever. So that's the first thing. You can do 4 case 2 ones in comparison to 1 case 1 ones. Your margin is higher, and 8%, that's not like an 8% increase, but it's almost like a 100% increase. So your margin is way higher, and you are actually solving big problems within a business, so you have a bigger impact on the business itself. Usually the people that you work with Netflix probably don't give a shit about what has been built. It just needs to be pushed to the market because someone at the marketing department thought that this was a good idea. And doing something like this, you can actually transform a business into a better performing business. And later on, the more quantifiable the outcomes are, the more money you can start charging for the stuff that you've done. Because a 47% decrease in manual data collecting means that they save, I don't know how much money on a yearly basis on employees that can do other stuff that's more efficient or yields higher ROI. Then you have a 12% increase in Net Promoter Score. What is that worth to a company? What is better case studies for them and overall more referrals, etc. worth? And yeah, I think for myself, I answer the question. It's definitely case 2 that's better, but you have a lot of people that would go for case 1 because the name for itself, working with corporate, and it looks nice and I want to explore a new market and whatever. But what we do is actually have a look at, okay, how can we get you to your goals as quickly as possible? And sometimes you need to make a choice that's not as fancy and not as flashy, but it's the best for your business overall. So, solid video. If you have any questions on this, or if you want us to completely tear your business apart and collect this information for you, you know where to find me. I'm happy to do a deep dive into your business to see if we can potentially assist you with getting to the next level and growing and scaling your business. So that's it for today. Thank you, and we'll see each other soon.